Three offseason moves the Browns have to make to take the next step. This according to FanSided. 3, re-sign linebackers Sione Takitaki and Anthony Walker. Number 2, they say add more depth to the running back position. And number 1, keep the team's starting defensive front intact. Brad, I like Takitaki. I like Anthony Walker. I'm not sure that both of them will be back. They got to find JOK is going to be kind of in that mix. What are your thoughts just on the linebacking position?
Yeah, I think you need to be careful what you're getting injury-wise. I mean, we're at a point now with A-Walk, and I love who he is as a leader for this team, but like the injuries are just piling up each year, right? And so I think you need to be careful at like how much is left there. I hope there is enough left, and if you can re-sign him at a cheap price, I think it's worth doing just because of even who he is in the locker room. But you need to have somebody in that linebacker room who can take on a large number of snaps that Walker probably took this year.
Yeah, I would agree. The running back depth, absolutely. That that to me, that's not quite as critical as a wide receiver, but it's getting pretty close.
Yeah, I think that with Deuce Staley, the expectation, Pierre Strong better learn how to pass protect quickly is kind of what we've heard, right? Like Deuce Staley will not put you on the field if you can't pass protect. So that's something that he will need to work on. But when we talk about Jerome Ford, I think how I would phrase it is the Browns should, as long as Nick Chubb is on schedule to be your guy 100%, which I believe that they think that he will, and I hope that he will. If that is the case, your backup running back should be a competition between Jerome Ford and somebody else you bring in to challenge him. So, competition breeds, success here. So you need to either make Jerome Ford step up, because we saw some shortcomings with his vision and things like that, but we also saw him shine at times. So I don't want to write him off, but they do need to provide, I think, somebody, whether it be via the draft or whatever, that can challenge him for that backup role.
Yeah, and this relative to the defensive front, Zadarius Smith, somebody like him, they need to have, in addition to Myles Garrett, without question.
Yeah, no question. You've got to have your 1A to Myles Garrett, and we saw how effective that was the year. I would love to have Zadarius Smith back if they can get him back. And we heard, Maurice Hurst talking about wanting to be a part of this group, being vocal. So the guys that were in it this year realize this is a special group and they want to be a part of it, so that helps.
Yeah, and again, if you can get them back and it makes sense, absolutely.